Okay, hold on a second. You gotta wait here for 2 seconds. We're almost ready. Just stay back there and wait for a second.
Okay, Afton, yes.
I just need you to wait there.
Don't fall down.
Whoa.
Don't fall down. That man is ridiculous.
That's our leader.
Okay, go on!
Yay!
So I
hesitantly step forward.
The golem speaks up. So I see you went through the test. Markus passed?
He passed.
Surprising.
Why is that
I heard that.
surprising?
Hey, does it sound like someone's having a downer of a philosophical conversation over there? It sure does.
Shh. Afton claps his hands over Markus and Gregor's eyes. Okay, I'm gonna need you to turn around slowly.
I turn around slowly.
He does not take
Turn around fastly.
He does not take his hands off your eyes. Okay, and 3, 2, 1, surprise!
Oh wow, you shouldn't
All
have.
the paladins yell and raise a mug of ale.
Whoa! Dirt!
Congratulations, you're paladins! Oh, it's
thank you,
great
we
to
are
have more
paladins.
comrades!
Yay.
Drink!
Well, I suppose.
No.
Yes.
They quickly surround Markus and Gregor, forcing multiple mugs of ale into their hands. Many hit the floor.
Gregor just pours each out and is handed new ones.
I hold one mug in each hand, and a third levitates around my head, suspended by a mage hand.
Oh man, yeah, the best part is, now that you're apprentices, I can tell you the big secret of being a paladin. The
Really?
biggest,
I love big secrets.
best part of
I
being
narrow
a
my
paladin.
eyes.
This is the best. Afton looks completely excited. The talkative golem from behind Ashe just says, "Oh, this is the worst part." Okay, so get this. You know how we hired you to go on some big quest?
Yeah!
Yeah, we already did it! We already know where the head is! We're lying!
Explain.
Oh man, okay, so every year we're given a large amount of money to keep on this quest. So we found the head. We found the head a long time ago. But we keep lying, saying that we didn't find it, and we get the money and we just spend it on alcohol.
Okay, Afton, hold up. Are you telling me
Yeah.
that you're getting paid a ludicrous sum of money
Yeah.
to do a job that you have already completed and can continue not completing for the foreseeable future?
Yeah.
You are
Huh?
a genius.
Thanks! I thought so.
So you're saying that we are your slaves and get to live in this alcohol dirt floor place.
Partying forever!
Better get started. I down one of my mugs of ale.
I shimmy through the crowd and pull Gregor out.
Gregor's heels drag.
The paladins surround Markus and drag him over to do an actual keg stand.
I glance at the one paladin and the instructor that are still by us. Go on. I shoo the paladin away.
Grumble.
Not Tiller.
Fine.
I ask
I can
him.
tell when I'm not wanted.
Wow, sensitive.
Well,
I turn to the golem and Gregor.
looks like we have to stage a coup.
I was just going to suggest that. And honestly, it's not as bad as it seems. We have to complete the quest to gain our freedom. We complete the quest, and we're set.
Oh.
They've already found the golem head. We get the information out of them. We go and get it. Easy.
And then we kill the party forever.
The what? Oh, not actually kill them,
No,
but
it's a metaphor.
basically.
When you said it, coup,
I know.
I thought you meant a literal coup, as in we would slaughter.
A bird?
No, like a slaughter of all of these drunken paladins. The process would be quite simple.
I don't
Oh,
doubt
totally.
it, but simply because I find them abhorrent doesn't mean that it gives me reason to slaughter them. They are drunk, they are absurdly obnoxious, and they are irresponsible in the utmost degree.
Sir, you are currently overturning the basis of human history.
Not everyone is obnoxious, loud, and irresponsible. Some people are only one of the above.
Well, and I'm sure you could find one somewhere.
So, your strategy is simply to undercut the goal of these paladins, to effectively complete the quest for them, to spite them. And
Yes. Not simply
to
well,
spite them.
yes.
Well,
Yes to spite them, but
okay,
also to complete
Ash
the
wants
quest
to do
and
it
gain
to
freedom.
spite them. I want to do it because it's the right thing,
interesting.
and also to get out of here.
I have yet to meet humans who act for reasons that are not purely emotional. A greater sense of honor or
emotional.
justice is a rarity in these parts.
See?
If you wish, I could take you to the spot that they've sealed away the golem's head.
You know where the golem's head is.
Indeed, I was there when they found it.
That's wonderful. Saves us the trouble of talking to Afton or these other drunken louts.
Woo!
What of the horned one? He traveled with you.
I'll pull him aside.
Yeah,
as soon
he
as
just
we
needs
leave.
a little talking to.
He's, I'm sure that he's really just in it for
The money.
the excitement. The fame.
I'm in it for the booze.
I clear my throat and kind of cross my arms.
Well, it's now or never.
Yeah, let's leave. This place reeks.
Well, we gotta get Markus.
Yeah, I know. I stare at the crowd of boisterous paladins.
Everyone's watching as Markus repeatedly jumps through the fire, impervious.
Wow. Real hit at parties. As Markus jumps over to this side, I kind of catch him as he stumbles, and keeping his momentum.
Wait, I was already beginning my jump across to the other side. I trip and fall face first into the flames. That was very rude, Ash.
Oh, and he is
I slowly
completely
lower myself
shit-faced.
up out of the raging fire. Very rude. Extremely rude. I was in the middle of something, and now you have disappointed all of these fine gentlemen.
Markus, your face is kind of looks like you caught it on the edge of the
I
bonfire.
rub the ash out of my eyes.
Speaking of
Of
leaving,
metaphors, I grab both of them by the collar and pull
Where are we
them.
going? Back outside? That's good. I had to throw up somewhere.
I grab Markus and pull him
Here we go.
outside.
Come on, Markus.
What are we doing now?
This is what you get when you poison your body.
We're going to go and fetch the golem head. They've already found it. This golem, I kind of stop. Do you have a preferred name? It seems rude of me to just call you this golem.
I don't have a title. The paladins did not bother with giving me
I
one.
extract a pen from my coat and write the word Rudy on his
I
forehead.
do not need a title. I have no
Rude.
emotional
You just
desire
Did that because
There
you
we
said
go.
rude.
for identity, unlike
There
you
we
humans.
go.
Would you
I like that
stop
name.
writing on my head?
I pull Markus aside.
Wait.
Rudy.
Congratulations. Now you're a real boy.
Rudy is a horrific name that I will bear because I have no emotional misgivings about this completely horrible title.
No. I smear my still gaping thumb wound on his forehead, turning the R into a B.
The name Buddy.
Because we're gonna be buddies.
It is adequate, though the human juices are not.
I wince at the
Human
golem. I'm sorry. I even brought it up. Would you be so kind as to direct us to the golem head? And I will avoid any further discussion of naming convention.
Stick it to all those stupid drunk paladins, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we will.
Wait a minute. I'm a drunk paladin now. Oh,
Markus,
oh no. Oh no.
Buddy leads you through the marshy woodlands. About an hour later, you reach the edge of a great chasm.
Lovely scenic route, Rudy. Lovely.
My only regret is that you seem to expel the entire way here, and if the paladins were to follow us, they would have a perfect trail.
I wouldn't say perfect. I aimed for the bushes.
Regardless,
How much
this was the resting place of Varandir. Afton came here about 10 years ago, back when he was still an apprentice.
He's been drinking for 10 years.
For 10 years, yes.
He's still alive. How?
The golem shrugs. Regardless...
So, we've got to get across this ravine somehow, then.
No, I believe you've misunderstood. It's at the bottom of the ravine.
I see.
Afton discovered it after a particularly nasty fall.
Did he survive the fall?
Really, Ash?
Look, you can ascertain the depth...
I'm the one who's been drinking today.
I clap my hand over Marcus's mouth. You can ascertain the depth of the chasm if someone is capable of surviving the fall from the top to the bottom.
I clap my hand over Ashe's mouth.
I glare at Gregor and step back.
I jump into the chasm.
See, that's... If I had still had my hand on his collar, could have prevented that. Sorry about the blood on your face.
Oh, gosh. I wipe it off.
Marcus vanishes into the darkness below. You hear a thunk.
Water's great.
Well...
Oh, well, if he says the water's great.
You land in a chamber, darkened by natural stone walls. However, the floor seems to be man-made. Stretching before you is an expanse of vaguely lit tile. It appears that there are torches scattered around, keeping the area lit.
Although dimly?
Yes.
I pull a torch out of my bag. It's unlit, obviously. And I hold it out to Marcus. Would you be so kind?
Of course. I take the torch, snap it over my knee, light both portions of it, and hand one of them back to Ash.
That's not how torches work. Okay.
And we have twice as many torches.
Okay, now we have a torch and a broken piece of burning wood.
I wave the
what a
broken
torch
piece
is.
of burning wood around.
No,
The fire quickly spreads, biting away at Marcus's hand. He doesn't care.
I examine this room
Uh,
that we are approaching.
a column,
As do I.
a column sits in the middle of the floor. Its surface is rounded and flat. You can see no markings on the sides of the column. To your immediately to your right, you see a stone sticking out of the ground. It glimmers in the darkness with a dozen runes. In the center is a symbol that seemingly matches the shape of a human hand.
My hand is already in it.
I don't yet notice this.
A shout rings through the cavern. Dart Spitter activated! The sides of the column fall, revealing many, many narrow openings. Darts whiz from them, traveling down the passage. Ashe and Marcus are immediately nettled with them. Gregor is safe behind the stone.
I take a step back behind Marcus.
Ow. I
I
take
leap
a step
behind
back
the
behind
corner.
Ash.
I yank the darts out, examine them to make sure that they don't have any sort of chamber that could contain poison, and... do they?
No.
I throw them onto the ground violently and begin shouting at Marcus. What the fuck is your problem?
I don't know
Why
why you're
would you do
blaming
that?
me for that.
Why would I not blame you for that?
Because if I hadn't put my hand in there, then Gregor would have.
Would he have? Would you have?
Yeah. You guys okay?
Darts continue to whiz over the group.
Maybe how about don't go sticking your hand in things? What if it had cut it off? Actually, I look at the wounds. That would have been a lot better.
Listen, we're all on edge right now.
It's not the
Just
time
take a
for
deep breath.
not the time for hyperbole like that, Ash.
It's not hyperbole. I would have much preferred your hand getting lopped off to being covered in darts. I pick another dart off of me.
it's okay to be angry, but when you start saying hurtful things, people don't like that.
I
You
know.
notice the number of darts in the back of Gregor's head is slowly building up. He doesn't seem to notice.
I pull him aside. I pull Gregor aside.
Rudy, would you be so kind as to do me a favor?
What's that?
Could you pick these darts out of my chest?
His name is Buddy.
Thank you, Rudy. Now, if you would kindly just take
What? He's
step
being a
forward,
buddy.
just take a step forward, and
what
another
buddies
step
do.
forward, and we're just gonna keep doing this, you and me. Whoa!
The left half of your
Step.
face is covered in darts.
Ouch. Ow, let's see
Wait,
here.
wait for us.
No, don't, Gregor. I have a plan.
Okay.
There's like a golem at the top of this thing,
Yes.
right?
It watches you.
Am I safe from the darts
Yes.
right now? Good.
They whiz.
I'm basically clinging to Rudy's
Yeah, they
back.
sort of whiz over him. You worry a little bit.
I'm going to raise one hand, call up an Eldritch Blast, and just kind of lob it lazily at the golem atop this column.
Your Eldritch Blast hits the golem, its head detonating violently. The dart spitter, which was previously seemingly aimed and controlled by the creature, begins to spin, firing off darts wildly.
Okay, guys. I think I fixed it.
I observe the darts now flying, ricocheting about the room. That's great. That's great, Markus. I'm glad you did that. I'm glad you did that thing before that, too. I'm glad that
Me
you've
too.
generally just improved our situation over and over again.
You're sounding more and more sarcastic, Ash.
No, this is earnest. I'm being completely 100% truthful with you.
You could barely hear each other over the sounds of whistling darts.
That's
Just
better.
follow my lead. I make a mad dash for the end of it. I take shelter under this dead body.
I'm not dead!
Oh, thank God.
Oh, so the dart spitter got you too.
Sure did.
Okay. You got.
I'm sorry, let me get out from under you here. You are,
Are darts still flying down that corridor, too?
Yes, they are. You're both lying on the ground. Okay, I kind of realized when I slumped over here due to the blood loss that the darts don't really hit us if we're lying on the ground.
How about
That's
that?
pretty great. Oh. You both just lie there moaning for a second, bleeding out. So what brings you to a magical golem cave like this? Why are you here?
We were too cool for school, so I got sold into slavery to some paladins, and now we have to prostitute ourselves and get the golem
Oh, that's
head.
pretty crazy. I'm a paladin too, and it might just be the blood loss, but I think you have horns. Did you know that? Oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah.